Hey, amazing fans! Welcome to another relaxing moment with VIVA'S stories. Before we dive into the drama, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support means the world to us. Now, grab a seat, sit back, relax, and let's journey into the story together. The aroma of yam pottage filled the air, thick and rich with smoked fish and scent leaves. Nia stirred slowly, her hands trembling slightly as she adjusted the flame. Her apron bore orange stains, evidence of love, or maybe desperation. Tonight had to go well. She had worn the silk gown Dayo once said made her look like a first lady. She even lit the cinnamon-scented candle they bought on their second anniversary. The front door creaked open. Her heart skipped. "Finally," she whispered. Dayo stepped in, suit immaculate, briefcase in one hand, phone in the other. The air shifted. His cologne, a once comforting blend of oud and sandalwood, now smelled like betrayal. He barely glanced at her. Dayo, grunting. "You still cook this peasant food?" Nia flinched. "Nia," softly. "It's your favorite. You said it reminds you of your grandma's kitchen." He grunted again and tossed his keys on the table. She followed him to the dining area. The candle flickered, casting shadows on the freshly pressed napkins. She smiled nervously and poured him a glass of zobo. "Nia, I thought we could." He cut her off, sliding an envelope across the table. "Dayo, open it." Nia's hands shook as she untucked the flap. "Divorce papers." Dayo calmly. "You can't give me children, Nia. I'm not going to waste the rest of my life in silence." Nia, voice breaking. "You promised me forever, Dayo. We can try again. Another clinic, another doctor." Dayo flatly. "I've already found someone who can give me what I need." Nia's fork clinked to the floor. Nia, whispering. "Who?" Dayo cold smiled. "Kemi. She's pregnant. 6 weeks. She's everything you're not." Her mouth opened, but words betrayed her. Dayo, sign the papers. And just like that, the dinner was no longer a reconciliation. It was a funeral, for love. Nia woke up the next morning to an unnatural quiet. The side of the bed where Dayo slept was empty, and the scent of his cologne had vanished. She walked to the wardrobe. His clothes, gone. Drawers emptied. Even his toothbrush was missing. She sank to the floor, breath caught in her chest. She picked up his favorite necktie from the floor like it was a relic. Her tears soaked it. Her phone buzzed. It was the bank. "Your account balance is 0.02 Nigerian Nairas." She blinked, then checked again. Empty. He had cleared everything. The front door opened again. It was Mama Tola, Dayo's mother, her mother-in-law. A woman who had never hid her disdain. Mama Tola, smirking. "Not today way Dayo finally see sense. How you day call yourself woman when you know fit born?" Weakly. "You helped him leave me?" Mama Tola. "He's my son. I raised him to have legacy, not pity party." Nia closed the door on her face. She cried on the kitchen floor until her phone rang again. Effie on the phone. "Girl, I saw the update online. Come stay with me. Please. This is not your end, it's your beginning." Nia couldn't speak. She just nodded into the phone, the tears still falling. F's apartment was a tiny one-bedroom in Suralere. But it smelled like comfort. The walls were covered with sticky notes of affirmations. "You are still enough. God is not done. Rise again." Nia arrived with one Ghana must-go bag. Of hugging her. "You don't need to talk. Just breathe. This is home now." For weeks, Nia didn't say much. She just helped around the house, took long walks, and journaled endlessly. Eventually, she started volunteering at a local wellness center, helping women recovering from gender-based violence and emotional trauma. She was quiet at first. But one day, a teenage girl asked, "Girl, Auntie, why are you here?" "Nia, because I was broken, but I didn't die." Her words rippled through the room. The center's director, Mrs. Adebayo, pulled her aside. "Mrs. Adebayo, your pain has power, Nia. Share it." That night, F found her typing on her laptop. Teasing. "You writing love letters to Dayo?" Nia, smiling faintly. No. I'm writing letters to myself. She published her first blog post. What do you do when the one who promised forever leaves you empty? By morning, it had 13,000 shares. Emails poured in. DMs. Women asking her to speak, share more, even start a support group. Her words were a balm for others, while still stitching her own wounds. 2 months later, during a wellness workshop, Nia stood up to share her story, but the room spun. She collapsed. F rushed her to the clinic. Blood tests. Scans. Anxiety. The doctor walked in, holding a chart and a knowing smile. Nia, you're pregnant. Nia, blinking. I'm what? Doctor. With triplets. Nia's lips parted. Tears welled. Her hands trembled over her stomach. Nia, in disbelief. So, I wasn't broken after all? The doctor nodded. Not even close. When she got home, F screamed and danced. God really showed off for you. That night, Nia wept, not from sadness, but joy. Quiet joy. She wrote another blog post. The woman they called Barren is carrying 3 nations. It exploded. She launched a body care product she had been experimenting with using shea butter and essential oils. She called it Nia Naturals, a name she once scribbled as a joke. She posted it online. For the woman healing from what she didn't deserve. The first batch sold out in 48 hours. She rented a small space behind F's apartment and turned it into a home lab. Orders tripled. Women called it magic in a jar. From heartbreak, a movement was being born. Across town, Dayo's new life was unraveling. Kemi, the woman he left Nia for, was nothing like he imagined. Loud, selfish, reckless. She spent money like it was cursed. Dayo. We need to budget. My investments haven't matured yet. Kemi, laughing. I'm not broke, so I don't act broke. You SCF need to level up. He checked her phone one day. Messages from another man. Screenshots. Receipts. Proof. Dayo, angrily. You're cheating on me? Kemi, shrugging. So? You thought you were the prize? You left a whole wife for me. If you can leave her, why wouldn't I leave you? She slammed the door and left, for good. In 3 months, his business account was frozen due to tax issues. Investors pulled out. He had taken loans to impress Kemi, now the bank called daily. His car was repossessed. He moved into a studio apartment. He tried calling Nia, but her number was changed. He opened Instagram. Saw her glowing. Pregnant. Radiant. Holding what looked like a global award. His hand trembled as he scrolled. One comment under her post stung like fire. Imagine leaving gold to chase glitter. Sad. He closed the app. But the face he once mocked was now everywhere. Nia walked into her new office, a tall glass building in Lekki with the name, House of Healing, etched in gold above the reception. 3 stores in Lagos. 2 warehouses. 1 global deal pending. Nia Naturals had taken over Africa. She didn't do it alone. She hired women like her, survivors. Builders. Broken but still standing. She wore her afro proudly, dressed in Ankara jackets sewn by local designers, and walked into Vogue Africa's photo shoot like royalty. Photographer, snapping. Give us strength. Give us rebirth. She smiled with her hand on her baby bump, now rounder, stronger. Voiceover. From abandoned to adored. From mocked to a movement. A reporter asked her during an interview. Reporter. What drives you? Nia. Every time someone calls me barren in the comment section, I remember, trees don't respond to barking dogs. They just keep growing. She launched her flagship store with a crowd of 5,000 people and a ribbon cut by a former First Lady. Her triplets were due in 2 months. Dayo stood in line at Nia's book signing. Beard unkempt. Shirt faded. Shoes worn. He held a tattered copy of her memoir, Scars That Breathe. When it was his turn, he lowered his cap and whispered, Dayo, I just want to see them. My children. 2 security men moved in quickly. Nia looked up, their eyes met. But her face didn't flinch. She turned to her assistant. Nia. Next, please. He stood there, frozen. Nia. softly, finally. There's nothing for you here. Not even anger. I buried that with my tears. He watched her sign the next book, smiling. Unbothered. The line moved. He didn't. It was a rainy Tuesday when Mama Tola arrived at Nia's gate. She wore old wrappers and held an umbrella that barely worked. She knelt in the mud. Mama Tola, crying. I was wicked. I called you barren. I mocked your tears. But God has shamed me. Please, forgive an old woman. Nia walked out slowly. She was 9 months pregnant. In her hand, a gold box. She opened it and pulled out a jar. Nia, this is our healing balm. It removes scars, restores skin. But some wounds. She placed it in Mama Tola's hand. Nia, only time and truth can touch them. She turned around and walked back inside. Mama Tola wept. She sat on the Africa Rising couch, dressed in a stunning white gown. Her triplets were 2 months old, asleep in a backstage room. What message do you have for women who think they're finished because a man left them? Yeah, smiling. When people bury you, don't panic. Seeds are buried too. Breathe. Then bloom. The clip went viral. Twitter exploded. Instagram Reels copied her voice. Meme spread. A broken seed sprouting labeled Nia. Dayo's shocked face beside her Vogue cover. Asterisk regret level, max. She wasn't just a brand. She was a revolution. At the grand opening of the Mother and Miracle Foundation, the red carpet sparkled. Banners read, empowering hope, one womb at a time. Nia walked in holding the hands of her triplets, Nimi, Nara, and Noah. Nia, to the crowd. They called me barren. But I was never empty. I was building. Now I build for others. The crowd erupted. Cameras flashed. Back in a one-room apartment, Dayo watched on a cracked TV. He had applied for over 50 jobs. One of them? House of Healing's driver position. The screen showed her triplets playing in a garden. He cried. Voiceover. Be careful who you mock. You might beg them later. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell for newly created content.